How do you tie your shoelaces? Well, there's been discussion on the internet before. In fact, I seem to remember there was once a TED talk about this. That people were doing it wrong. The way that people often used to tie their shoelaces was something like this. And that is really a granny knot as opposed to a square knot with the loops. It isn't particularly strong. Invariably you have to double knot the shoelaces in order to make it stick. This was the point that the TED Talk person was making when he said, people are tying their shoelaces wrong. And he suggested that instead you should do it the other way. This is a square knot, not a granny knot. If you get in there, maybe you can see that now the loop and the bottom string are all coming out the same side. This sits this way, whereas the granny knot style will sit more this way. But I contend that they're all wrong, or rather they're both wrong. Here's what I do, and I think this is vastly superior. This is inspired by a surgeon's knot, which is the sort of knot that a surgeon will use when suturing a wound. Right, so instead of just making the one loop and then going around, make two. As a kid you might have learnt this as the bunny ears method of tying your shoes, but once you've got it like this, take the right one over the top and through like this. But the other one, you also go through it down and through, and then hold it all together and pull. This ends up with a more symmetrical double overloop and a very neat looking bow that doesn't ever need to be double tied. It is just strong in and of itself and will always stay. But you can still undo it simply by pulling the strings like you would any regular bow. Let me show you that again. Like this. One loop, two loop, over, under on the left, under on the right, pull together. And there you have it. Don't know if this has an official name. I'll call it, I don't know, I'll just call it a good way to tie your shoes. So, there you go, Internet. New thing for you today. Enjoy your time. Bye-bye.